Do you ever feel sad? Do you ever feel a sense of loss? Do you ever feel overwhelmed, manic? Do you ever feel busy? I often talk about apples in my podcast episodes and my meditations. So we're going to use an apple today to teach us how to feel happy. Smell the apple. This apple is called a pink lady. It's crisp, it's crunchy, it's fresh. Sometimes we feel distracted. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we feel busy. Do you ever feel busy? Do you ever feel overwhelmed? Do you ever feel like you're drowning in responsibilities and commitments and tasks and duties and jobs and relationships? Sometimes it's about going back to simplicity. Always it's about going back to simplicity. If we want to avoid the brick wall, we look away from the brick wall. Away from the brick wall. And we focus our minds on something else. We're going to focus on the apple. We're going to explore the apple. I want you to start off by breathing slowly. Breathing slowly in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. With each inhalation and each exhalation, slow your body down. Slow your body down. With each inhalation and each exhalation, let your physical self go. With each inhalation and each exhalation, simply relax and focus on what is now. I want you to imagine inhaling the aroma of this apple. I want you to close your eyes, and imagine inhaling the aroma of this fresh, ripe, crisp apple. Take a big breath in. It is a beautiful apple. It is the most beautiful apple you have ever seen. It is the most magnificent apple you have ever smelt. As you look at this apple and as you smell this apple, you feel relaxed. Perhaps there are noises going on around you. I don't care. Perhaps there's vehicles outside. Perhaps you have a branch scratching at your window like I do. It doesn't matter. Perhaps you have children running around. It's okay. You don't need the mayhem to stop. You don't need the mayhem to stop. You just don't. You choose to stop. You choose to stop the mayhem in here. In here. Smell the apple. Look at the apple. The colours. The texture. I want you to imagine that you are touching this apple. Nothing else matters. Not the outside noises, not the children, not the birds, not the tree scraping against the window. Your mind is in the texture of the apple. Your mind is in the appearance of the apple. Your mind is in the aroma of the apple, and you are breathing slowly. You are breathing slowly, and your mind is exploring every sensation with the apple, and it feels good. It feels good to look at the apple. It feels good to touch the apple. It feels really good to smell the apple. Nothing else matters to you. Nothing. The world can go on around you, the mayhem, the busyness, but everything stops as you experience this apple. And that's what it's about. While you watch this video, it doesn't matter what goes on around you. You don't need an apple. Your brain can visualize and create the apple because you are that powerful. Your cognitive imaginings can create an apple. The visual is so powerful that you can actually smell that apple. And you know what happens when you experience an apple? You experience an apple. And nothing else matters. The brick wall doesn't exist. Just the apple. Remember, you don't need stillness. Not out there. Just in here. Traffic outside. Noise. It's the noise you choose to create in here. Experience the apple. That's so good. That is so good. When you eat the apple, feel the explosion of juice in your mouth. That's all that exists. Notice, truly notice the explosion of juice. Notice the texture of the skin of the apple in your mouth. Notice, truly notice the act of swallowing the apple. Experience the circular movement as the jaw chews. And notice the dance between your breath the chew and the swallow. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about how talented we are? That we can breathe, swallow, chew, and smell. At the same time. You know, we're basically apple acrobats. Try saying that 10 times quickly. Apple acrobats. Apple acrobats. Apple acrobats. Apple acrobats. This is your practice. 1 apple a day. Allow the mayhem to stop. Look at the apple. Smell the apple. Inhale the apple. Chew the apple. Slowly. Very slowly. Swap from one sense to the next. Smell, sight, sound, touch, taste. Sit in it, and you will find that the negative feelings fall away. If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to taste. If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to smell. If you find your mind wandering, bring it back to texture. If you find your mind wandering, bring your mind back to the slow, repetitive action of chewing. The dance between swallowing, chewing, tasting, breathing, looking, smelling. There's so much to do. There's no time to worry. Look at this amazing thing. The miracle of the apple is that you can eat an apple while life goes by. The beauty of the apple, the children can keep playing. You can train your brain to be totally absorbed in the experience of the apple. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Relax. Relax. You choose. Outside, the neighbours are collecting their mail. There are trucks, dogs, cars, motorbikes. My tree is scratching at my window. But I have my meditation right here. You can do it. Take an apple every day and experience moments of stillness and pleasure.